Alright, should be live now. Waiting to confirm that it's working. Yes, it is. Alright. So, had to finagle this a bit from the other one so it's not be quite as clean. So you get to see a little bit behind the scenes here. But, hello, I'm Mcbober. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 2 here. So I'm playing this through the Dolphin emulator using the Seamless HD project. So I couldn't quite stream just the screen like I normally do. I had to do desktop capture. I had to finagle things a bit, but seems like it's working. So this is the original Resident Evil 2. Played the remake last time, but this is the old school game. Came out in 1998, and I'm going to be playing it today. I'm going to be starting as Claire. There actually are differences in this one for who you start as, but the differences are a lot minor in the remake, but in this one the differences are more substantial. But basically, playing as Claire first and then Leon is the closest thing to the canon way of following the story of the game. And let's play normal.
Resident Evil 2.
So hopefully the audio is good.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get subtitles.
It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
So this opening cutscene is similar to what we played in the remake. But now it's a cutscene instead of being gameplay.
I'm finally here.
Yeah, late 90s animation. So at the time when this game came out, these cutscenes were really impressive. But you know, it's been a while.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening? Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There! Buckle up.
Okay.
Good stuff.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop,
That was like a weird piece of Japanese subtitle. I don't know what that was.
Great,
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
So I've always found it amusing. That zombie in the back of the car looks exactly like Leon.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
Hey, that maniac's gonna whip! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
And that is our opening cutscene. So as I mentioned in the remake, in this game, when it starts, they throw you right into it. Alright, so I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, which this game was not originally intended for. And I've tried to bind the controls to work as well as I can make them work. And I'm doing okay right now, but hopefully there's no issues with that. Alright, well I got by everybody. Now we're going to Kendo's gun shop. Yeah, we see him real early in this one.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Ooh. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
So that's Kendo. He doesn't have a daughter in this one, and his story's a lot less tragic. He's just a guy who owns a gun shop. So this game's graphics have been cleaned up quite a bit by this seamless HD project. A lot of people have painstakingly updated all the textures and backgrounds of this game. So this game uses all pre-rendered backgrounds, as you can see. That's why the camera angle changes depending where I go. Not moving much in this area to give you an example. Oh, there it is. Okay. The people who ran this mod, they use like a machine process, AI process to like clean up background textures, but it screws up a lot of text, so they had to like go in and do that themselves, and it's pretty impressive what they've done here. For being a 1998 game, this looks pretty good. So the only bug I've seen is when I bring up the menu like that. The sound's kind of weird, it's a little jarbled, but other than that it seems okay. I tested it a little bit before I started to make sure it would work. And you also might see my mouse cursor pop up on screen sometimes, that's just... Uh-oh. Goodbye, Kendo. Oh, better grab this ammo. Oops. Well, that's gonna happen sometimes. That's just part of the emulator. I need to change these controls though. Oops. Okay, there we go. That's necessary. So yeah, in this one you can't shoot unless you're standing still, if you're unfamiliar with these old games. There's a lot of these old Resident Evil games, and you have to reload from the menu. Now, I know this game decently well. It's been a while since I played it, but I played this a bunch when I was a kid, so I think it's mostly in the old memory banks. Rest in peace, Kendo. So he has a bow gun, which is a gun that did not make it into the remake. And the reason why is because it's not very good. People didn't like it. It's really weird. So this beginning section where we run through the back alleys, you might recognize some of these areas that were recreated in the remake. I'll point some of them out as we go. So yeah, part of the challenge of fixed camera angles is that sometimes you have to attack enemies who are off screen like I'm doing right now. Which can make it a challenge. So the knife isn't super useful in this game, but it's good for a few things, like I just did. You mostly just use it to finish off downed enemies. And unlike the remake, it doesn't break, but then it also will, can't reuse it. Or you can't use it to, stab people who grab you. That's not a thing. So these beginning sections are pretty much just a mad dash to get to the police station. That basketball court I went through was in the remake. This upper area was in the remake. And it was all kind of remixed and changed around a lot. Even this area where you go down the stairs and you go over the blue trash container. With that same female zombie, that was in the remake as well. Just everything was kind of remixed and had its positions changed. So fun fact, zombies will puke on you if they can't reach you in this. Which I don't think they ever do in the remake. I don't think they ever vomit on you. But that's their ranged attack. Also, these door opening animations, quite famous and classic. You see these referenced a lot. You go in this bus in the remake too. So you can examine almost everything in this game, and there's a neat little thing that says, I won't be doing all of it, because that would take forever, but yeah, if you ever play it for yourself, there's a lot of lore you can get from examining all the stuff. So this is probably the trickiest spot of this opening run to try to navigate around all the zombies, so we'll see if I can do it. Nice, nailed it. So there's a secret in this game. If I went through that entire section that I just did without picking up a single item, it would spawn a zombie Brad Vickers down here, who's a character from Resident Evil 1. And you could kill him, he's like a really powerful zombie. And he gives you a special key to unlock alternate costumes. But I'm just gonna play with the default costume, so I ain't doing that. There's also a fun little Easter egg. There's two zombies over there. If I killed them both, if I walked up here, you'd get like a special camera angle of the gate that you walk in through. But I'm not gonna bother with that. So yeah, as I go through here, you'll probably recognize a lot of the areas that are from the remake kind of remixed, like the beginning of the RPD here. And then the iconic main hall. So I think I mostly remember my way through this game. Might forget some things, because there's a lot of versions of this game, and beyond just the remake. And you even go back to this PlayStation in Resident Evil 3 as well, so there's a lot of things in the memory banks that
Are
get
you the only officer left in the building?
jammed together.
Who are you?
This is Marvin.
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill, Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Marvin doesn't have quite the acting range that he has in the remake, but you know. Yeah, he locked us out. Grab this ammo. So we can save here, but I'm not gonna, because I'm a big confident man. Alright. So we've unlocked some doors. Now to read a file. This is the police memorandum. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the 2nd floor to the Eastern office on the 1st floor. 2236. That's the code to the lock. Let's put that away. The rest of these are probably pretty good. I'll keep the rest for now. So Claire starts with a lockpick automatically, so she can unlock these things. Leon would not have that luxury. So in the old Resident Evil games, every character would start with like one built-in item. Hers is the lockpick. Leon starts with a lighter, which is interesting because he's never depicted to ever smoke in any game that I've ever seen, but he starts with a lighter. Ooh. See, I kind of talked about this hallway in the remake, but this is what's known as the liquor hallway. You see the liquor real fast in the original. We'll use the bowgun for this guy. So yeah, bowgun's not super great, as you can see. But the lickers are a lot easier to kill in this one than the remake, so I'll take that. I don't think I have anything to do in that room yet. So yeah, the bowgun fires three bolts at a time. It's a really bizarre weapon the way it works. Okay, that's enough. So often the way you can tell if there's additional enemies is you just aim your weapon, and if you aim at them, that's how you know there's more guys around corners. That's a little trick there. So that special key that it's referencing, that's the key I would get for the bonus costumes. Put those away. I'll keep the knife, sure. Operation Report 2. Early morning, 2:30 a.m. Zombies overran the operation room and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. We're down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapons cache, and hope for our survival continues to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon a plan to escape through the sewer. There's a path leading from the precinct underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there is no guarantee. The sewage disposal plant is free of any possible dangers. We know our chances in the sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we locked the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern office. We left the key behind in the western office, since it's unlikely that any of those creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whoever may find it. By Elliot Edward. So Elliot's a character we'll never actually meet in this game, but in the remake, he's the guy who gets ripped in half. So this dark room is pretty much identical in the remake to what it is here. So ink ribbons are what you need to save in this game. You have limited saves, unlike the remake where it's infinite. I'm still not going to save though. I'm not ready to save. This is a little puzzle that didn't exist in the remake, where you gotta push the blocks. Because everybody loves pushing blocks. For some reason, block pushing puzzles were really popular in this era. Hidden ammo spot. This game's actually not too hard. A lot of the challenge is just figuring out where to go and not waste your ammo on things you don't need to. And that little text there was a hint at how to do that puzzle. As if pushing the blocks into the obvious spots wasn't enough. Alright, this is the STARS office. Here we get the grenade launcher. Nothing there. This is Chris's diary. So this is going to read a lot different than it did in the remake. In the remake, it was like a coded message, and in this one, it's just plain English. He's just saying what he's doing. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. The entire mansion went up in the explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. With the help of Jill and Barry, finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella headquarters in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip, because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. So yeah, this one's not coded at all. It's just anyone could read it. No problem. Alright, so I gotta search this dex 50 times. So, for a little secret. So that's what I'm doing. Let me speed up time here. There we go. So yeah, part of this emulator has a function where you can speed it up a little bit, which is nice. I've been doing that for some of the door opening animations. There it is. Okay. This is a nice little picture of the old STARS team. Let's see, does Barry's desk have anything? No. A fax? What are those? Good old fax machines. Federal Police Department, Internal Investigation Report. Mr. Chris Redfield, Raccoon City Police Department, STARS Division. As per your request, we have conducted our internal investigation and discovered the following information. Regarding the G-Virus currently under development by Umbrella Incorporated. So far, it's unconfirmed that the G-Virus even exists. We're continuing with our investigation. Regarding Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. Mr. Irons has allegedly received a large sum of funds and bribes from Umbrella Incorporated over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in a cover-up of the mansion lab case, along with several other incidents in which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. Mr. Irons had been arrested under suspicion of rape on 2 separate counts during his years as a university student. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to circumstantial evidence, as well as his phenomenal academic standing. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. So yeah, the backstory of him being a rapist does not exist in the remake, but he's definitely a creep. That part's pretty evident. But, you know, just in case you needed to up the creep factor, He's a rapist too. Nothing over there. All right. So now we got the unicorn medal. In the remake, there's multiple medals you need, but in this one, it's just the unicorn medal. Let's go develop that film. And there it is. Creepy picture of Rebecca. Why does Wesker have that? I don't know. We don't need that kind of firepower yet. We'll put that away. And I'll put that away. Oh no. Zombie arms. I don't need to go in here yet, but sure. There might be an item. I think there's a document to be read too. Let's see, is there anything back here? Guess not. There's often an item in the back there. But there's also a puzzle we can't do yet. We can pick up this note. Operation Report. So we got Operation Report 2. This is Operation Report 1. We got them out of order. The Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured. Even more were killed. During the attack, our communications equipment was destroyed and we no longer have contact with the outside. We've decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details of the operation are as follows. Security of armaments and ammunition. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unresolved incidents. On the very day before the zombies' attack, he made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions to unlock the weapon storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapon storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapon storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become a top priority to restore power in the power room and secure these locks. 1 p.m. The west barricade has been broken through, and another exchange has ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in the battle. 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of an as-of-yet unknown creature. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. However, its most distinguishable characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers as well as their location remains unknown. We have tentatively named these creatures the Licker, and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. I think there might be more zombie arms. Yeah. know the fountain. Something is written here. We've obtained the key to open your heart. I'll wait for the unicorn, the beautiful beast. So in the remake, that opened a shortcut to an underground area. In this, it just gives you a key. It's the spade key. Now the question is, where do I use the spade key? I think I go back through here and use it. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. We'll see. I don't think it's here. Oh, it is here. Okay. Shows you what I know. That's why I try doors. I don't need that. The crank. Patrol report. We received a report of a suspicious individual skulking around the sewers in the outskirts of Raccoon City. I searched the area and located the individual, but he ran away before I was able to question him. I recovered the following items: a small amount of C4 plastic explosive, electronic detonator, 9x19 parabellum rounds, infrared scope, infrared scope, broken. End of report. I don't know why I have problems pronouncing that. Onwards we go. It's a funny little thing about the zombie arms. They only will pop out when you're coming back from the other direction. They won't come out when you're coming from this angle. I don't know why that is. I don't think I have this key, but let's try it. No, that's the diamond key. Sherry.
Help me!
It's Leon.
Leon!
Claire, you made it.
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Got a lot of ammo. So, fun note about this game. I believe in the original PlayStation 1 version, this was a Pepsi machine, or it was Coca-Cola or something like that. It was like a brand name. But when they had to make other versions, they had to get rid of that reference. And now it's just a coffee machine. It's the same thing with like the weapon names. Like these are real weapons. Unlike the remake where they have to change all the names to generic weapons, because back in the day that nobody cared if you just used the actual name of a gun. That. We got Ali in chat saying, hi, how are you? I'm doing pretty good, how are you? Thanks for watching. We got a licker up here. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to kill him, and unfortunately I've only got a handgun to do it. Alright. He hurt me pretty good, but I got him. No, we don't have the item to actually go up there and do what we need to do. At least says, why is the screen not full? Because this is an old game. It does not have a widescreen aspect ratio. So, this is about as good as I can get it. I guess there is a bit of a black gap at the bottom of the screen. Maybe next time I'll try to fix that if I can. I don't know. It was really hard to try to get this to fit properly. Yeah, I don't know how I could fill the bottom gap. I could play with it a bit. Let's see here. Let's look behind the scenes a bit. So like here, this streaming preview thing shows it being full without any gaps at the bottom, but that's not actually what it looks like on the stream. So that's interesting. I don't know how I would fix that. Can I like stretch it or? It seems like this is just what it is. Like, yeah, it doesn't want to go down any farther than this. Let's see, what if I just kind of shove it down there and see what happens. I don't know what that's gonna look like. Yeah, it seems like there's just a black gap at the bottom of the screen, like that's what the stream does. So I don't think that's actually helping anything. Huh. Oh, game paused itself. Yeah, I think it's just gonna have to be this. I can't see a good way to like fix it or make it better. Anything, I think I did a little too much. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to leave it there, I think. I don't know how to get better than that. Well, on with the game. Anything over here? No, nothing over there. Uh-oh. Sometimes using the knife can be a little dangerous. Alright, got a shortcut there. Alright. Got the lighter. Secretary's Diary A. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly hit my head off, screaming at me never to touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that. I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds those tacky things, or where he's getting the money to pay for them. Wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. I was appalled by the expression on the chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. Let's grab one of those herbs. I think it might be time to heal. Sure, I'll put the knife away. I got plenty of ammo. Let's do a courtesy save. Like I'm not at a particularly dangerous spot, but it couldn't hurt. Sure, I'll keep the lighter for now. Actually, I don't think I need to kill those zombies, if I recall. So in this hallway, we're actually going to get an enemy type that was cut for the remake. It's crows. For some reason, they didn't keep the crow enemies in the remake, but there's hardly any of them in this game. In fact, I think this might be the only room in the game where crows attack you. And they're really hard to shoot, so I'm just gonna try to run by them. So here we got the old burning helicopter. This is another spot where I'm only ever going to come here once, so I'm going to try to dodge these zombies if I can without killing them. We'll see how that goes. So here, strangely enough, there's another bowgun. I guess that's in case you didn't get the first one from the gun shop owner. And ink ribbon, sure, we'll take that with us. So here's a fun little thing. This door, well, I'm just gonna open it and you can see for yourself. I've always found that amusing. I believe that's the only time in this entire series where an enemy comes at you during this door opening animation. And it's totally optional. I didn't even have to click on that door. I just did it for fun. Yeah, I think that's the only room in the game where those crows are. It's kind of strange. So the zombies here are magically gone after I put out the fire. Somebody's having a bad time in there. Alright, so we got the next key. We got the old diamond key. I remember one place to use that. There's got to be more than one. But I do know there's one this way, so let's just do what we know. That away. That away, and that away. And we'll keep the others. So that should still be locked, yeah. So now that I got the lighter, I can go in here and do this puzzle. Sacrifice to the Hellfire. So the control method of controlling this character, it's referred to as tank controls. Essentially it's because you can only go forward, backwards, and then you can turn left and right. You can't strafe. So it kind of controls like a tank. Some people have a really hard time with it, especially with the changing camera perspectives, but it's not too bad for me. But a lot of these games, so I pretty much got the process down. There might be a lot of zombies in here. Yes. Okay. Okay, managed not to get bit. Pretty good. I think there's still like 2 more in the back. Got the plastic explosive, right? All I need now to destroy the wall being blocked by the helicopter is a detonator. Got some bowgun bolts. Bowgun bolts. Oh boy. Okay. That was a little fast. You almost got me. That's a cleared room. Let's see what do we got in here. Film, sure. I'll use that film. Won't need this anymore. That, I'm ready for that. Or that. Okay. Film A. Code G human body experiment. Yeah, in the sequel, all of the photos you develop have a purpose, other than the weird bonus one. But or not the sequel, the remake. But in this one, that's not the case. That's just straight up a waste of time. That photo. That's just some lore for fun. So is there anything else in this room? No. Onwards we go. This is the room Marvin was in. Let's go check on Marvin. How's he doing? Ominous music doesn't sound good. Hey, there's a dead zombie. Memo to Leon. To Leon S. Kennedy. Congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as a part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard. From all the guys at the RPD. See, this is still the party room for Leon. And there's the Welcome Leon sign. So it's really blurred. that's because of this machine learning thing where it upscales the textures. It blurs text sometimes. But in the original, it was clear that welcome is misspelled there. You can kind of see it there too. A little bit. You can see the double L's. Which is, they reference in the remake for fun. So we got the JoJo locker there too. Let's go check out Marvin. How's it going, Marv? Oh no. Turned into a zombie. Goodbye, Marvin. Rest in pieces. Let's see, is there anything else in here? No. Alright, we're ready to go detonate that helicopter. So in the remake, Mr. X moved the helicopter out of the way for us. He's a real nice guy. But in this one, we gotta do a little DIY work there. So we got the detonator, but we need the bomb. Get that too. Where's our plastic explosive? Let's combine those. Alright. You know, actually, now that I think about it, I should have got the red gems as well. Let's go back and do that. Okay. So before we blow up that helicopter, let's go use these red jewels. Now we're clear to go to the chief's office. It's a dead body.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy and she will turn into a zombie within the hour like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please. I'd really like to be alone now.
So Chief Irons is still a pretty creepy, weird guy, but he's a little different than the remake.
I'd really like to be alone now.
He's got more of that psychopath thing going on in this one. Whereas in the remake, he's pretty much just a straight up dick. Still got his weird stuffed tiger. Somebody's in here with me. It's too dark, I can't see anything. Let's hit this light switch. It's Sherry.
Wait.
Let me go!
Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now. Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry,
Do you know where your parents are?
they both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
Sherry, wait. Secretary's Diary B. As I was straightening up the chief's room, he burst through the door with a furious look on his face. It's only been 2 months since I started working here, but that's the second time I've seen him like this. Last time was when I bumped into that statue, only this time he looked even more agitated than ever. I seriously thought for a moment that he was going to hurt me. I finally discovered what the chief has been hiding all along. If he finds out that I know, my life will be in serious danger. It's getting late already. I'm just going to have to take this one day at a time. I don't know what happened to that secretary, but I doubt it turned out well for her. It's gone.
Chief?
Where did he go? Look at this creepy painting. There's a button. Oh, that wasn't in the remake. Hey, that fits perfectly. See a book, too. Chief's Diary. This should be good. That's all over. Those imbeciles from Umbrella have finally done it. Despite all their promises, they've ruined my town. Soon the streets will be infested with zombies. I'm beginning to think that I may even be infected myself. I'll kill everyone in town if that turns out to be true. I was successful in spreading confusion among the police as planned. I've made sure that no one from outside will come to help. With the delays in police actions, no one will have the chance to escape my city alive. I've seen to it personally that all escape routes from inside the precinct have been cut off as well. There are several survivors still attempting to escape through the lower levels, but I'll make sure no one gets out. I've had a change of heart about the remaining survivors inside the precinct. I've decided to hunt them down myself. I shot Ed in the back through the heart less than an hour ago. I watched him writhe in pain upon the floor in a pool of his own blood. The expression on his face was positively exquisite. He died with his eyes wide open, staring up at me. It was beautiful. I wonder if the mayor's daughter's still alive. I let her escape so I could enjoy hunting her down later. I'm going to enjoy my new trophy. Yes, frozen forever in the pose I choose to give her. Poor mayor's daughter. Yeah, that's why her body didn't really look like a zombie. He just murdered her. All right, let's see what do I got. I got some keys. Let's go put a couple items away. The herb. Hear that distinctive shuffle of zombie feet. Back key's gone. Can I pick up that? I don't think so. No. Thing over there. Nope. Okay. I think one of these zombies is still alive. But I can't tell from this angle. That's the guy. Alright. So here's the sad part. I played this game so much when I was a kid, I remember this code by heart. I don't know why, that's just burned into my memory and I'll never forget it. Got some hidden herbs back here. Got so many herbs, we'll have to combine some. What is that? Looks like an ink ribbon. I don't think I need it. There's a lot of zombies. I think too many. Alright. I'm gonna have to go ahead and item box. I got too much stuff. So let's grab this and then I'll go back. We're only a couple rooms away from one. Or here's the main hall. I need the lighter. I think that's all I need here. Yeah, that should be good. This is where I get to use up all that ammo I've been saving. He's not dead. So a little trick in this old game. I think it works on all three of the original Resident Evils. When they're dead, there's a little pool of blood beneath them, but if you see that guy in the distance, he does not have a pool of blood beneath him. Also, I can aim. If I try to aim, it'll aim at him. So that's how I know he's still alive. And now he's a goner. Can't remember if there's actually anything in this room. What do we got? Ammo. It's a magic mirror, aka a two-way mirror, or a one-way mirror. I don't know if I'd call that magic. Club. Oh man, I really thought I had the key to that. Well, brought that lighter for nothing. Got a cord. Yeah, you might remember this room from the remake. Just like the remake, we get a liquor that breaks out of that glass. And also, just like the remake, I'm running away from it. Alright. Do I need to hit an item box? Yeah, I think I do. Well, actually, yeah, I think I do. I think there's an item box for a while. Alright, put that away. Put that away. We'll keep that. Put that away. Let's take the bow gun. Do I need anything else? Nah, that's good. Well, I do kind of want the knife. Sure, let's take the knife, and I'll put away the bow gun. I like the knife for the upcoming enemy we'll be facing. So this body on the ground here is totally a zombie just playing dead. But I don't actually ever have to go mess with him. He'll just sit there if I don't go to him. That's fine by me. Let's just take one, I think. So in the liquor hallway, you might have noticed there's all this thing here. These are shutters. You can close the windows. Sort of the game's original way of boarding up windows. And that's because there's an event later in the game where zombies will pop through the windows if you don't do that. Down to the basement we go. So this is why I like the knife. Because it's pretty good against the dogs. Alright, so there's a dog on both sides of this hallway, and if I just walk out there, he's gonna get me for sure, so I'm gonna try to trigger him, and then run in. It worked. Ouch. Well, he still got me. The knife trick doesn't really work when there's two dogs. Now I should be able to get him with the knife. Save some ammo. So here's this game's version of this puzzle. It's a little more complicated than the remake's version. You have to do these in a very specific order that I don't remember. Never mind. I know it perfectly. Oh, getting a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's take that. So I will do a save here, because there's a very slim chance things could go badly in the upcoming area. All the dogs are gone, so let's get rid of the knife. Pretty much the best thing the knife is for is against the dogs. Oh, I'm set up my house. Let's take the bow gun. It's Sherry.
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
Wait, Sherry, don't go alone. Sherry! Sherry!
So now we get to play as Sherry. That's why I saved, because there's probably not gonna die, but there is a chance Sherry can die, because she has no weapons or no way to defend herself whatsoever. And these dogs are almost certainly gonna hurt me a little bit. As they already did. So this section where you play as Sherry is entirely different than the remake. There's no orphanage in this one. Instead you do a box puzzle. Who would have thunk it? So her climbing animation there is kind of cute. And there's a chance when she does it that she'll miss when she's trying to catch her leg on the ledge. But looks like she's getting them all. Yep, alright. Got them all. Sometimes she'll like not climb properly and get stuck and then have to try again. Interesting little detail. So this puzzle of pushing boxes and then into the water to cross it is pretty much exactly from the very first Resident Evil game. So that's a little reference to that there. Oh, and Sherry's inventory, she has a, this is her unique item. Family photo. Also, the thing that you don't do in the remake is she picks up items that she'll give to Claire. They don't have that mechanic of transferring items in the remake. Alright, we made it. No death.
Claire, are you there?
Sherry, are you okay? Did you find your dad?
Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him. But I did find something else for you. Here. Here's another.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire, I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back! Sherry! Sherry!
Okay, got ourselves the club key. Why is these grenades so hard to pick up? Okay. Put that away. Let's take some extra bowgun boats. Just in case we need them. Oh boy. I forgot all about those guys. Good thing I brought the bowgun. This bowgun is so bad. It's pretty much impossible not to get hit there. I think there's another liquor too, but... Let's go in the autopsy room. This is a fun little place. And that's why it's fun. Spooky. So predictably, this goes badly. I'm definitely going to get bit here. The question is, how many times do I get bit? Alright, just one. That's not too bad. Right, so there should still be a liquor here. So in the remake, you can walk by them pretty well. In this one, it doesn't really work. If you get anywhere near them, they're just going to attack you. So, hopefully I can just get in here before he gets to me. Oh, it's not going to work because I need to put the card key reader in there. Alright, I'm going to have to kill this guy. Oh man, I'm almost dead. Let's see. Alright. We're in danger. Pretty much one hit of anything will kill us. But we're alive. That's what counts. Should have brought the grenade launcher for those things, but I forgot they'd be there. Alright, lots of ammo in here. So here's a fun little bit about this game. This game has what's called the zapping system. And that's basically a fancy name of saying that Claire and Leon's games are connected. And it's mostly for story-based purposes, but the actual gameplay impact is this spot right here. There's a machine gun and a side pack here. The side pack lets you carry more items. And the machine gun is just a weapon. So I take one of these, and whichever one I don't take, I leave for Leon, and he'll have it in his game. So, kind of fun. I'll take the machine gun. And I'll leave the side pack for Leon. I did have the option of going to take in the side pack as well, I believe. Let's see where we're going. I think this is the first time I've actually opened the map since I've been playing. This way. I need to find it. Oh. Boy. Is there any enemies this way? That should be safe. Should be, being the operative word there. So in the remake, they turned this into a save room, but it is not in this version. And nothing in any of these lockers, huh? Alright. Watchman's Diary. I finally had the chance to see blue skies for the first time in ages, but it did little to lift my spirits. I was reprimanded by the chief for neglecting my duties while I was up on the clock tower. There's only one thing that I still don't understand. The chief seemed to be more concerned about the fact that I was up on the tower rather than that I was neglecting my duties. Why was access to the tower prohibited in the first place anyway? I recently talked to the old man who works at the scrapyard out back. His name is Thomas. He's a quiet man and really seems to enjoy chess. He went so far as to design a special key and lock engraved with chess pieces on them for one of the doors in the disposal yard. We made plans to play chess tomorrow night. Can't help but wonder how good he is. One thing that's been bothering me about him is the way that he's always scratching himself. Does he have some sort of skin disease, or is he just rude? Thomas was a much better player than I had imagined. I used to think of myself as a fairly decent player, but he did a pretty good job of humbling me. About the only thing I can imagine that could match his skills in chess is his appetite. All the guy did was talk about food throughout the entire game. He sounded fairly healthy, but he didn't look quite right. I wonder if he's okay. I was supposed to play another game of chess with Thomas, but we had to cancel it because he hasn't been feeling too well. He stopped by to see me, but I told him to go back and rest since he literally looked like The Walking Dead. He insisted that he was just fine, but I could tell he was really having problems. Come to think of it, I haven't been feeling too good myself lately. Speaking of not feeling good, I really need to get a healing item. Hey. Oh. Can't carry it. No space. Let's see, where do I need to go? Up. Maybe I'm not ready to go up yet, actually, now that I think about it. Oh well, either way, there's a save room over here. Oh, but there might be monsters. Let's hope there's not. Okay, there's not. Sometimes lickers spawn in this room. I don't remember if it's for Leon who gets them or what. Alright, now we can get ourselves an herb. Let's put this machine gun away. Get the herb. Put away the grenades. Those away. Now I need the lighter. Okay. This is probably the fastest way. Oh, there's a liquor here? I'll remember that. Alright, time to get hit. Alright, so I gotta light these in the right order. I think it was this. Let's see if I'm right. No. I thought it was the middle one first. There we go. One more piece of film, sure. And we got the cogwheel. Alright, so now I want to go to the very top of the PlayStation. To the clock tower. Oh boy, there's lickers. I ran the wrong direction. And I think I gotta fight him. Hey, that worked out pretty good. Okay. I think there might be another liquor on the way there, but oh well. That's later me's problem. Oh, that's the liquor hallway. Can't go there anymore. So they also would have popped out in the other hallway that I put the shutters down, but they don't now because I lowered the shutters. Let's see, is there a liquor? Maybe not. Oh, there's not. Sometimes there's a liquor in that area. Oh, I think I already killed it earlier in the game. I think, yeah. I forgot I came here already. Good job, past me. Missing a cog. Luckily, I have just that thing. It's a fun little note about this door here. This is actually a hole, and Leon can jump down it and go to a new area, but Claire will not do it. Which is kind of fun. So when I play as Leon, you'll see me jump down that hole. So I don't ever need to go back to the place where you would use the film at this point. But, and the film just is nothing but flavor, but I'll do it for the sake of the stream. What's the best way to get there? I think it'd be this way. We're taking a detour to develop that film. Film B. Pictured in front of the Acarus Taylor. Regressed into a zombie within 2 hours. Subject repeatedly complained about severe agitation of the epidermis, in addition to feelings of nausea. This happened up to the moment he lost consciousness. And that's it. That's what we made that big detour for. Alright, don't need that anymore. Only that. Only that. Take the grenade launcher. Take the acid rounds. Put away the regular grenades. Okay. This all looks pretty good, but let's take an herb just in case. Do we have a mixture we can take? Sure. Alright. I'm gonna want to save also, but I'll do that up in the other one because I gotta go to another save room on the way there. Alright, let's grab an herb. Or ink ribbon. the equipment away. Alright. We're almost at our first boss fight.
Claire!
Sherry, you're okay.
I'm glad to see you're safe, Claire.
Mail to the Chief. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have lost the Mansion Lab facility due to the actions of the renegade operative Albert Wesker. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effects upon our continued virus research. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining STARS members, Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. If it comes to light that the STARS have any evidence as to the activities of our research, dispose of them in such a manner that would appear to be purely accidental. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public. Annette will continue to be your contact throughout this affair. William Birkin. I've deposited the amount of $10,000 to the account for your services this term, as per our agreement. The development of the G-Virus scheduled to replace the T-Virus is near completion. Once completed, I'm certain that I will be appointed to be a member of the executive board for Umbrella Incorporated. It is imperative that we proceed with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining STARS members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor their activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. William Birkin. We have a problem. I've received information informing me that Umbrella Headquarters has sent spies to recover my research on the G-Virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me, as it represents my entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons. Detain any such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary, and contact me immediately through Annette. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I will not allow anyone to steal my work on the G-Virus, not even Umbrella.
Claire!
I'm going down there. Stay here and wait for me, okay?
Claire senses the boss fight. So I never really understood, the original game's story doesn't make a whole lot of sense in that, like, Umbrella's trying to steal the G-Virus from Birkin, who works for Umbrella anyways. Like, I don't get it. In the remake, they made it so that he's trying to sell the virus to another party. Oh. Sorry, Chief.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. But I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Calm down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up! You couldn't possibly understand what's happened. Those monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my beautiful town. How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me!
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons. Superior to the T-Virus in every way. Dr. William Birkin is the genius behind the project.
William Birkin.
I'm sure you've already seen his little girl running
The
around here.
ultimate bioweapon.
Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out, the monster that's been tearing my precinct apart is yet another product of the G virus. An ultimate bioweapon.
The ultimate bioweapon.
Trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me. My chest can't take the pain.
It's so cool. The way he splits open like that, it's a lot cooler than in the remake. Just saying. The remake improves the game a lot, but this is his weird torture room. He's got like medieval weapons on the wall and like a table with blood and a saw. Like, he's a big creepo. I don't even know what's in the jars over here. Like, disturbing stuff. That's all you get told. Big creepo. So this is the G mutant. We fought these things in the sewers in the remake, but in this game, it's a boss, and there's only one. And he's dead. Let's go back for Sherry. Kind of a weird thing you gotta do where after you kill the boss, you have to go back and get Sherry. Kind of hurts the pacing a little, but oh well. I guess they thought it'd be weird if she just followed you down here after you told her to wait.
Claire, you came back.
I can't believe the man who developed the G virus is actually her father.
What's wrong, Claire?
It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town.
But
Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side. Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait, wait!
Poor Leon. She just cuts him off. I'm gonna say, being able to speed up these door animations in the elevator and stuff is pretty nice. Ah, the wonders of emulation. So, some weird details about Sherry following you is if you get too far away, she'll like crouch down and start hiding and stop following you, and then you have to go back and get her. It's really annoying. See, like, she's slower than I am, so I have to slow down.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Ah, we made it. We're perfectly safe now. Oh, bye, Sherry.
Sherry, where are you? Sherry!
Claire! I'm here!
Just taking a raw sewage shower. So in the other game, you only play a Sherry once, but here you play a Sherry twice. Sherry Part 2. So there's one zombie in this room, but like he's on the other side and I have no reason to go there. Oh, okay, never mind, I have a reason to go there. He's over here. Yeah, he just puked on me. Well, if crawling through raw sewage wasn't enough, I've also been vomited on by a zombie. So technically, these creatures can kill you. They have the ability to stun lock you, kind of like they're doing right now. But they didn't kill me. But they could have. It's pretty unlikely, but possible. Get this metal amongst all the garbage.
Claire? Oh. Oh.
Oh no. It's broken. Those are bad sounds. Luckily, we're not seeing what's going on there. It's not good. Hey, blue herbs. First time we've seen any. And this one's really hard to pick up. So in the remake blue herbs, if you combine a blue and a red, they give you like a temporary damage resistance buff, but that's not a thing in this one. All they do is heal you from poison. No other purpose. Sewer manager facts. On the first and third Wednesdays of the month, Angelica Margaret, Chief of Maintenance, will make use of the facilities. Be sure to reduce the moisture levels in the facility by activating the fan, as the equipment she will be using is susceptible to the effects of water vapors. On the 28th of every month, the chemical transporter, Don Weller, will use the facility. The chemicals he will be transporting are extremely volatile. Extreme caution should be observed throughout their transport. On the 6th and 16th of every month, Police Chief Brian Irons will visit the facility to attend the regular meetings that take place in the lab. On the 4th Friday of every other month, William Birkin will use the facility to conduct a training seminar for the Chicago branch of Umbrella Incorporated. As the probability of an attack upon Dr. Birkin will be high, take every measure conceivable to guard his life. You will be informed of all other potential visitors and the times they will arrive as needed. Guide these individuals to their destination safely. We expect nothing but the best from you. That was pretty wordy. So do we have any ribbon here? We do. Alright, folks. I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me next time, as I'll probably be finishing Claire's game in the next session. Thank you all, and have a great day. Goodbye.